Alright guys, here is the update on the 60p. Probably going to start transitioning into the monthly update similar to the 125 here. So this is the October update. As you can see, I got some tables for the formal dining room, so that's why these bonsai trees here on the side. Thought it was pretty cool. So I just kind of put it there, and plus like the light from the tank is also giving light to the bonsai tree. So I thought that was pretty cool. So just put it there, have it hang out with the bonsai tree. So a couple things with this tank in terms of updates. I added fish, obviously you can see them swimming around. So far the tank has 6 white clouds, 1 zebra danio. That guy was just like a lone survivor in the 125, so I just felt really bad for him for just keeping him in there alone, so I just kept him in here. And I had some celestial pearl danios that I bought in the mail. And to be honest, the guy that I bought it from, yeah, the quality of those fish weren't really good. Actually, a lot of them, well, I want to say all of them died essentially when I was just throwing them into the quarantine bucket and just kind of waiting them to acclimate them into the tank, and they just all just died. So I actually went to the local pet store and just picked up a couple first just to get them acclimated, and plus they were a little expensive, so I didn't want to buy too many. So actually I have, I think, 4 in here right now, and I'm just kind of making sure the tank is stabilized and making sure the tank is good. I mean, this tank has been up and running for over a month, so I'm pretty sure it's established, it's good. I've now also been using like kind of quick start when I'm doing my water changes, so it has already beneficial bacteria in the water, so it's good. If you can see here, the Japonicas in here are a little bit greener because the light isn't as intense, but it's still pretty intense just for that little LED here. The baby tears they're growing really slow, and I already kind of knew that. Baby tears take a while to grow and establish in. And all this baby tear was from my 125, so it's been chilling, and it's actually a lot greener this week than the last couple, just because they actually melted back, and I would say all of them melted back, and most of them are kind of like still recovering from that. I'll probably zoom in a little bit here for you guys to see, and I mean, they look like they're doing good, and I know it's probably going to take them a while to establish root, blah blah blah. But yeah, so just letting those guys grow, and not really worrying about that much. Let's see over here. You can see some of the crystal red shrimps I have in here. I think I have about 8 or so. A few died. Just normal. Not all of them make it, and that's all good. But I have a majority of them. They are chilling in the back there, eating the algae, or trying to eat the algae, and doing this thing. So yeah. Let me just try to fix this. So yeah. Also, I have the autos. They were actually the first to be in the tank to do the cycling of the tank, and they're still in there chilling. Actually, no, I had 5 in here, and actually one of them decided to be suicidal and jumped out of the tank. And by the time I found him, he was already dried up and dead, so I couldn't save him. And actually, one of the white clouds did the same thing. He jumped out, but I saw him and I picked him up and threw him back in, and he's doing fine in here now. I guess that's just one of the the downfalls of just having no cover on the tank, and I like rocking with no cover, and it looks a little bit nicer anyways. So you're probably wondering why I have just floating plants on here. A lot of these were extra cuts that I had from the 125. I didn't know what to do with them. So I was like, let me toss some of these Kabamba purple into these tank and see how it looks. And actually, I kind of like them floating, and they look actually pretty cool. So they're just chilling, and actually I have a the filter there that's pushing that water, and behind there on the top left is another wave maker. Basically, it's like the nano one, and that's pushing the other way, so it's kind of just like circulating the tank. And I think it's just pretty cool that the plants are just floating up there, chilling. And actually, the other reason why I threw them in here was to try to eat up all the excess like nutrients and fertilizer that I had in the tank. So actually, I would say 2 weeks ago, I started kind of just experimenting with the EI dosing, and I was dosing this tank daily with EI dosing, and the plants were, I mean, they were not doing really that well, and I was getting a lot of algae on the baby tears, like a lot. And so I kind of just stepped back, and I was just like, wait, let me think about this. One, this tank has just been, set up for not even like a month. It has all the nutrients in the world just through, the soil. And the daily water change itself is giving, plenty of nutrients, I would say, for, the plants. And these plants aren't like demanding in terms of ferts. Maybe the baby tears, once they kind of root in, they're more demanding on the light, if anything. So I stepped it back, thought about it. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to stop EI dosing for this tank. A week, so I stopped like a week ago, and actually this is what it turned out to be, like really good. Like there's no, like the algae started to disappear. I was like, okay, so I'm throwing too much nutrients into the tank. I mean, I do like the recommended, like 50% every week when you're doing EI dosing. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep it simple. Do my water change and maybe like fert like once a week, just on a Wednesday or something. That's kind of just an off day, or in the middle of the week, and just keep these plants alive. And when I start to see like deficiencies in the leaves or the baby tears or whatever, then I might consider starting to do actual dosing, because I think this tank has plenty of nutrients, and yeah, it's looking good so far, and I really like it. So as long as the plants are healthy, the fish are healthy, I'm happy. So anyways, so that's the update on the 6-to-8. So please subscribe, like, comment below. Peace.